Okay, so picture this. You're trying to track an endangered species. The old way meant lugging around a bulky gear and using super complex software. Now, imagine doing all of that with just your phone. That's the huge shift we're diving into today, how these tiny smart AI apps are having a massive impact on conservation. They're turning the whole field on its head. So let's start with a problem that every field researcher knows all too well. You set up a camera trap, maybe deep inside a dark cave, hoping to catch a glimpse of some super elusive animal. You wait for weeks, and this is what you get. A dark, grainy picture that's pretty much useless. What do you even do with that?
Exactly. How does that smudge become real, hard evidence? How can you possibly use it to help protect a species?
Well, the answer is a whole new wave of smart, focused AI tools. And believe me, these aren't just a minor upgrade. They are fundamentally rewriting the rules for how conservation work gets done.
To really get why this is such a big deal, you gotta look at what conservationists have been up against for decades. It's a classic story. The old, clunky way of doing things versus a brand new, super efficient approach.
I mean, the old way was all about heavy equipment, crazy expensive software, and just endless hours sorting through piles of messy, inconsistent data. The new way? It's literally in your pocket. It's your phone, a few smart apps, and bam, you get clean, analysis-ready data pretty much instantly. And what's driving this whole revolution is something you can think of as micro-apps. These are small, really focused tools, and each one is designed to solve one specific problem with incredible efficiency. The scale of this change is just staggering. I'm talking about tasks that used to require a team of specialists, pricey software licenses, and weeks, if not months, of work. Now anyone can do it, and the results? They come back in seconds. All right, so enough talk. Let's actually see some of these tools in action. This is the AI toolkit that's out there right now, completely transforming fieldwork as we speak. So remember that blurry photo from the cave? Well, here's a perfect real-world example. This is a shot of a critically endangered Mediterranean monk seal. It was taken by a cheap camera trap in a really dark spot. As it is, it's almost impossible to use for any real science. But watch this. An AI model gets its hands on it, and in a flash, it colorizes and enhances the image, revealing the seal in perfect detail. This is the whole idea in a nutshell, turning cheap, low-quality data into high-value, research-ready evidence. And it goes way beyond just identifying animals. Take this micro-app. It helps protect entire coastal ecosystems by literally putting the power of conservation into anyone's hands. A fisherman can just snap a photo and instantly know if their catch is a legal size or protected species. It's such a simple idea, but it has a direct, positive impact on the health of our oceans. Now, this might not look as flashy, but trust me, for a scientist, this is a total game changer. Data management is this huge, invisible headache in conservation. This simple AI tool takes those meaningless camera file names and instantly transforms them into rich, stretchable data points, automatically adding the species, the location, the date. It keeps massive photo archives perfectly organized and ready for analysis. In the past, if you wanted to map out where a species lives, you needed to know how to use this super specialized, expensive mapping software called GIS. This app just gets rid of that barrier completely. You upload your sightings in a simple spreadsheet, the AI does all the heavy lifting in the background, and out pops a professional, publication-ready map. It's incredible. Okay, let's look at something even more complex. This tool actually predicts where massive jellyfish blooms are going to move. A researcher plugs in the latest population data. Then the AI pulls real-time satellite data on ocean currents and wind patterns. And from all that, it generates a 5-day forecast. This is so crucial for things like beach safety and tracking the health of the ecosystem. This innovation is happening with audio too. Researchers can now take a single audio recording from the wild, something filled with wind, insects, all kinds of noise, and use AI to perfectly isolate the specific calls of an animal they're studying, like the golden jackal. And it's the precision here that is just mind-blowing. In one recording, the app didn't just find jackal calls. It identified 3 separate, individual jackals. It can even pull out each animal's call into its own audio file with its own unique waveform. This kind of detail was basically science fiction until very recently. So yeah, these tools are all individually very cool, but when you step back and look at them together, you realize they're part of a much bigger mission to democratize conservation tech and make science truly accessible to everyone. The organization behind a lot of this incredible work is Merman Conservation Expeditions. And get this, the speed they're moving at is just insane. They've developed this entire suite of tools we've been looking at in just the last 3 months. Their whole philosophy is really captured perfectly in this quote. The core beliefs that if you make these powerful tools available for free to every conservationist, every citizen scientist out there, the result is going to be better data, faster results, and just a much, much stronger understanding of our planet's ecosystems. And that brings us to the really exciting part. If this is what's happening today, what on earth is the future going to look like? Seriously, just think about that for a second. If all of this can be built in just a few months, what's possible in the next 5 years? What other huge, complex problems can be broken down and solved by a simple app? How much more are we going to be able to learn? And that really is the ultimate vision here. A future where AI takes care of all the tedious, heavy-lifting analytical work, which frees up us humans to do what we do best, to get out there, to explore, to discover, and to protect the natural world. This isn't some far-off dream. That future is being built right now.